This is a Coin 6 News breaking news alert.
That breaking news tonight at 11, tensions rising as a group of protesters continues to occupy the Portland State University library now more than 48 hours. No action from police yet. And earlier tonight, protesters marched through downtown Portland. We saw windows were smashed at several businesses and on the PSU campus. Fireworks also set off. Adding to this, the Portland Police Bureau says a plan to de-escalate the situation is in the works. Tonight, PSU police officers issuing a warning to protesters, telling them to leave that occupied building, and the Multnomah County District Attorney vowing tonight to prosecute those causing destruction. Thanks for joining us at 11. I'm Elizabeth Din.
I'm Jeff Gianola. The campus has been closed now for 2 days due to the occupation, but PSU announcing tonight campus will reopen tomorrow. We've got team coverage tonight tracking the situation. Joyce O'Gary getting answers from the university and state leaders. But let's start with Elise Haas live from the campus. Elise, what is happening at this hour?
Well, right now there's still people who are gathering right outside of the library, and for the last hour or so they have been gathering and kind of dancing and circling around a fire. We have seen some people coming and going out of the library, but in the last hour it has been much calmer than at 10 o'clock when we saw people fighting physically and verbally, fighting with one another very close to our cameras. But earlier tonight is when we saw those protesters. It was a pro-Palestinian rally that started in the South Park blocks and then started marching through downtown Portland. We also saw people who were alongside them dressed in all black, and they started smashing windows, whether it was at the Starbucks. Plus, a PSU student also told us that they saw people in black smashing the windows at the Portland State University campus safety office and spray painting graffiti on the building as well. The crowd later regrouped outside the library after that. Tensions were running very high. We saw some people start fighting. A woman says that when she took her phone out to film, someone knocked her phone to the ground, so things escalated. She and her boyfriend, she said, got assaulted. I saw at least a dozen people take them to the ground.
They knocked me and my boyfriend to the ground and started kicking us and hitting us. And we were kind of getting back up, and some people came and repelled them, and then they attacked those people. Everybody kind of scuffled for a while, and we were standing back up and walking out of it, and they attacked us again and took my bag.
We did not come down here to vandalize or instigate, nothing like that, totally nonviolent. But when we didn't follow the directives, then violence found us.
And so it is just a very different crowd out here than it was last night. What we're seeing is it's different. There's more middle-aged people and non-students out here. Some people seem to be paranoid, they're agitated, or they're carrying bear mace, also makeshift shields. We also saw people in black dropping off more wood as they're continuing to build barricades. So the situation has definitely been escalating. But like you guys had mentioned, Portland police have come out clearly tonight saying that yes, all of the neighborhood businesses in downtown Portland have experienced vandalism, and because of that, even though no arrests happen in the moment, that doesn't mean that they won't happen later. So they're asking people who have any information or witnessed it, have videos, photos, to send that into their tip line. We'll have information for you at coin.com. Reporting live in downtown Portland, Elise Haas, Coin 6 News.
I'm sure Portland police do have their plans. Growing criticism tonight, though, that police have waited too long, and we see that, this has escalated to this point. We're not trying to second-guess police, but Elise, you sort of answered my question. I was asking, how many of these are students? How many of these are now outside people coming in? And you said it does appear that there are a lot of outside people coming in right now to join in these demonstrations.
And Elise, I wonder if you have a moment to let us know. I don't know that you've been able to go further in like you did yesterday, and you were able to give us images from inside the library and show us that there was destruction. I don't know if there's any update on, is there more damage around the library there and right there on that part of campus?
Yesterday, it was mainly students, 70% students, and then some of them, were faculty, staff, sympathizers, those sorts of things. But today it is like 90% of the folks out here are non-students, all dressed in black, very different vibe. So we haven't gone closer because, like you saw in my story, there were people who tried filming and getting closer to Seymour, and they're getting assaulted. So we're keeping our distance because tensions are running high, and it is a much more hostile group out here tonight.